First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, 51 is down. 51 is down. Go here.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, tag 53.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ooh, the juke. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here we go. Hey. Go here. Hey, take two right there.
Now the longtime Patriot. It's LeGarrette Blount. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, 70.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Hey, tag 32. Tag 32.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson, a strong running. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 84 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Go here. Zebra.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
21.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Shotgun now for Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third and long, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Devin McCourty brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Lions had the fewest third down conversions on the ground in the NFL in 2017. What will they do here on third and short? 3rd and 2, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Stafford now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half. Coaching
101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. On second down, Michel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. This is White on the screen. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They start the second half with Michelle on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
A gain of 3, second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Great coverage there. Holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
White 20! White 20! Stop!
Now a play fake. Brady. Gets it to Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Now White, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Start fast, fellas! Start fast!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady on the slant. He gets it to Gronkowski. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk. And a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Alabama, Alabama.
play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a carry for White. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, go here! Hey, 5-0!
They pitch it out to Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
He's got him in, complete. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Stafford. Jones has it. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Hey, go here! 21!
Third and long. It's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Again, this is Michel. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Here's White. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back running plays putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Now a pitch out to Michel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the